Something about me feels strange. Something is just not the same. I haven't been thinking about you, even when I should. All the lies that you told, I've forgiven. All the fights and whose fault I forgot. I've done all in my power to heal them, all of my scars. I'm getting good at letting go. I'm not there yet, but I know ain't no hope in holding on when I'm happier alone. I'm getting good at letting go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Something about you was off. Something about you was off, but I was too blind to see it. Too in love to know. Oh, somebody told me get lost. Somebody gave a heads up, but I just couldn't believe it. Little did I know. All the lies that you told, I've forgiven. All the fights and whose fault I forgot. I've done all in my power to heal them, all of my scars. I'm getting good at letting go. I'm not there yet, but I know ain't no hope in holding on when I'm happier alone. I'm getting good at letting go. Ooh, 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 ooh. All the lies that you told, I've forgiven. All the fights and whose fault I forgot. I've done all in my power to heal them, all of my scars. I'm getting good at letting go. I'm not there yet, but I know ain't no hope in holding on when I'm happier alone. I'm getting good at letting go. Thinking back on when I used to hold your hand, feeling lost and found at the same time. That distant memory of you and me, so bittersweet and true. We thought we had it all. You'd come round when I called. I was the world to you, and you were mine too. I was so good to you, I'd even die for you. Thought you felt it too. How can you tell what's real or not? When do you know how to feel when everything's like fairy tales and sunny days? They're getting shorter every second, every minute, every day. Want them to stay. But then there was this day when you just walk away. How come you say one thing and do another? All broken promises, nothing more or less. You thought you made the right choice, but when do you know how to feel when everything's like fairy tales and sunny days? They're getting shorter every second, every minute, every day. The weeping, the crying is over now. But are you happy or are you lonely and dreaming of me? And sunny days getting shorter every day. Please just stay. Don't go away. At night, aligns all the shady features and all our empty worlds. Behind the scene, they're picking up the pieces of all broken hearts. But I believe in coloring the world, gotta holler to be heard in time. We can fight back, ready to go right by. To the sky, to the moon, making my skyline brand new. You, oh, oh, oh. You get my heart in trouble. Make a beat, sing a tune, giving my life this whole groove. You, oh, oh, oh. Get my heart in trouble. We all behold how our fates are growing, and when we come to life. And I believe in coloring the world, gotta holler to be heard in time. We can fight back, ready to go right by. Oh, get my heart in trouble. To the sky, to the moon, making my skyline brand new. You, you get my heart in trouble. Make a beat, sing a tune, giving my life this whole groove. You, get my heart in trouble. To the sky, to the moon, making my skyline brand new. You, get my heart in trouble. Wasn't hard to tell that your eyes were following me. It was like we were under a spell, and anyone could see. We had to say goodbye before we had a chance to see what we held in our hands, what it could have been. You almost missed your flight. I'm not even gonna pretend I didn't try to slow you down, to postpone